I believe in America. America has made my fortune. And I raised my daughter in the American fashion. I gave her freedom, but I taught her never to dishonor her family. She found a boyfriend, non-Italian. 2 months ago, they took her out for a drive with another boyfriend. They made her drink whiskey. And then they tried to take advantage of her. But she resisted. She kept her honor. So they beat her like an animal.
Jake, where's this coming from?
The Godfather.
No, I know that. I recognize it. I mean, the horse's head and take the cannoli and everything. But what I'm trying to say is, what does this have to do with your feelings?
My feelings? My feelings seem so trivial. I'm not even sure what they are.
Well, that's kind of the point. You see, we have to get to the bottom of your feelings. And honestly, I get the impression that your penchant for these old films, I don't think it's helping.
I love them. Dr. Strathearn, I love being in that world.
Well, I understand that, but that's not the real world.
Do you like this world?
Well, that's irrelevant.
Is it? Rod Delfont says great movies make great men.
Who is Rod Delfont?
He's my guru.
Hello, I'm Rod Delfont, and welcome to Necessary Cinema.
I want to talk to you again. I want to tell you of a story more mysterious than the Maltese Falcon.
Sidney Greenstreet did not make his screen debut until he was past 60.
I don't expect you to love me as much as I love you. How could you? And yet that's the very thing that frightens me. I want to build a cage around you. A cage of gold and precious stone.
Listen, movies are great. Don't get me wrong. I understand. They're a lot of fun. They're entertaining and everything. But in the end, real greatness must come from inside you. You know, you have to wear that like a badge of honor.
Badges?
We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Let's talk about your mother and father, okay?
Well, my dad is weird. He sells burial plots. Seems to care more about the dead than the living. I love my mother. She's beautiful. And she makes great pancakes.
Do you feel at all jealous of the baby?
What baby?
I think Sparky's what you call him?
That's his name.
Jake! Jake! Breakfast is ready!
How do I look?
Do you feel any kind of animosity towards Sparky?
He doesn't eat too much. Doesn't take up too much space.
What do you think?
You look very handsome.
You were an only child for quite a while before he showed up on the scene. Surely that's changed things for you.
Don't call me Shirley.
See, that is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm wondering if Sparky's arrival hasn't made you kind of prefer this celluloid reality.
Dr. Strathearn, you might want to put the cap back on the airplane glue.
Those smell great.
Those are for Jake.
What about me?
You don't have to go to school, honey.
I have to go to work. I have to make money to feed the beast.
She might hear you.
Which one? Sidney Greenstreet? Charles Lawton?
He's very talented.
He's a multiple personality.
It's like a hobby. I mean, I do Meryl Streep.
Only when you're stoned.
Has your mother ever shown any signs of substance abuse?
She takes Flintstone vitamins. They come in 3 forms. Chewable, gummy, and sour gummy. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
This is what I'm talking about. You weren't even born yet in 2000.
I'm a Gen Zer. Thanks, Maripane.
Syrup?
Shaken, not stirred.
What the hell was that?
Sean Connery.
Jake, we need to talk.
Now, sir, we'll talk if you like. I'll tell you right out. I'm a man who likes talking to a man who likes to talk.
You constantly reference all these films that were made before you were born. Before I was born.
How old are you?
That's irrelevant, Jake.
Boysenberry or raspberry?
Both.
What I'm trying to say is, as a teenage guy, don't you ever get the urge to kind of explore the great outdoors? You know, see what life is like, not sitting in front of a television screen all day?
I watch necessary cinema on my laptop.
Let me ask you something. Do you even own, I don't know, a catcher's mitt? A bicycle? What about basketball? I bet you'd be extremely good at basketball.
Well, Coach Hammock wants me to play basketball.
I mean, you're like Godzilla in high tops. It's going to be great to get you out there.
Jake, I got a surprise for you.
Oh, what is it?
It's your future. Scholarship's up the wazoo, dude.
If you let me give you all the knowledge I have with your natural ability, sky's the limit. You're like a 10 on the Richter scale with a bullet.
How do you feel about it?
My dad wants me to do it.
Your gateway to college.
Okay.
But how do you feel about it?
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum, which is what I am. It was you, Charlie.
My name's Kevin.
You are the man.
Cinema.
Feelings.
The college.
Cinema.
Feelings.
The college.
Cinema.
Feelings.
Cinema.
The college.
Feelings.
My feelings.
I am not an elephant. I am not an animal. I am a human being. I am a man.
All right. Well, let's pick it up again at the same place next week.
Here's looking at you, kid.
By the end of World War II, Lawton's star began to dim. His performances went from grand slam to grand ham. And even in a B movie like tonight's Captain Kidd, there are still flashes of the great Lawton.
I am an ambitious man, Mr. Povey. An ambitious man, if he be bold enough, can carve himself a kingdom. I'm not a violent man, Mr. Povey. I detest violence. People have such an awkward habit of getting in my way.
I know what you mean, Captain.